first three words. Congratulations, your application, before letting out a huge whoop. Max, I am so proud of you. Noticing her husband and daughter on the sidelines, she quickly added, We all are. He bobbed his head, then wandered off in the direction of his computer. Max's lack of enthusiasm didn't concern her. That was just his way. He'd warm up to the idea soon enough. But he didn't. All through January, he waffled between one school and another, finding excuses not to make a decision. At least that's how it seemed to Donna, who'd send enrollment deposits to 4 schools asking them to hold his place. $800 worth of deposits, she reminded Max, whenever the subject came up. Donna made sure it came up daily. By February, she'd run out of patience. We'll start from the bottom. Which school don't you want to attend? With some difficulty, he picked one, the same one she would have chosen as least likely. Good, she said, giving his shoulder a squeeze. That wasn't so hard, was it? Next week, we'll eliminate another one. She helped him make that decision, too, though she could tell it was harder. Why Max didn't just make a final choice, the best choice, was a mystery to her. When they finally narrowed it down to 2 schools, her favorite one or her husband's alma mater, she breathed a sigh of relief. A nationally known, prestigious institution versus a low-profile liberal arts college close to home. No contest, really. Max had promised to give them his decision after dinner. Donna cooked his favorite pasta dish and watched him devour it, proud of herself for not bringing up the subject of college all through the meal. As she served her son a slice of chocolate cake, she leaned down to smile at him. You've made your decision, haven't you? Max met her gaze for the first time that evening. Yes, I have, Mom. When he blurted out the name of the school, the wrong school, Donna fell back a step as if she'd been slapped. You can't be serious. I am serious, Max assured her, exchanging glances with his dad. They offered me a bigger scholarship. Never mind the money. A spark of anger heated her face, sharpened her words. You're throwing away your life, Max. Doesn't he see? Doesn't he understand? If my parents had given me that kind of chance, she choked on the words, tears tightening her throat. If they'd been willing to pay for my education, to send me anywhere I wanted to go, that's the last college I would have picked. But, Mom, I don't care if your father graduated from there. Donna was almost shouting now, ignoring her son's gentle protests, her daughter's shocked expression, and the hurt in her husband's eyes. You've chosen a second-rate college in a backwater town, in a state I'm ashamed to call home. Donna! Her husband's low voice silenced her, yet the storm inside continued to rage, even as shame and guilt began their dual attack. A piece of work, Donna. Mistaking motherhood for puppetry, she was determined to pull everyone's strings. Some of us have a friend like Donna. Some of us work with a Donna. And some of us, let's be honest, are Donnas, insisting on having our way, thinking we know what's best, controlling whom and what we can whenever we can, pretending not to notice if we squash a few toes in the process. We don't want to rule the universe, just our corner of the world. We don't mind slight delays as long as a positive outcome is guaranteed. When God pours his blessings on us, we're truly grateful and more than willing to give him all the glory. But when he tells us no, or wait, or soon but not yet, we start thinking of ways to expedite the process. Really, Lord, I can help. If I didn't know better, I'd think an impatient bad girl wrote the phrase, God helps those who help themselves. Instead, it's a line from one of Aesop's fables. The gods help them that help themselves. Maybe those man-made Greek gods required human effort, but the God, the Lord Almighty, doesn't need our help to accomplish his divine plan. My definition of a slightly bad girl is simply this: a woman unwilling to fully submit to God. We love him, serve him, and worship him, yet we find it difficult to trust him completely, to accept his plan for our lives, to rest.